Hello, and welcome back to ROAD TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 639. This is the first of the Autumn Trivia Challenge. This will be Autumn Trivia Challenge, or ATC, number 1. This is a 21-question trivia quiz with questions from all sorts of different categories, with all sorts of different levels of difficulty. There'll be some easy ones, there'll be some hard ones. Good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. What is the southwestern Italian volcano that is the only active volcano on the mainland of Europe and one of its earliest recorded eruptions in AD 79 buried Pompeii under cinders, ash, and mud? The answer is Mount Vesuvius. Question 2. Which musical term directs the musician to play or sing louder gradually, or it can also mean the loudest point reached in a gradually increasing sound? The answer is a crescendo. Question 3, this one's a little different. What is the specific three-letter word that fits all three of the following meanings? A pigtail, an acting signal, and a pool stick. The word we're looking for is a cue. Question number 4. What 20th century American humorist and cowboy philosopher famously said, "I never met a man I didn't like," and even used that quote as a title of one of his books? The answer is Will Rogers. Question number 5. In language arts, what term refers to a shortened form of a word used for brevity that is more often than not followed by a period? The answer is an abbreviation. Question number 6. What is the name for the type of graph that is made of parallel strips drawn from a common base and its various lengths represent various quantities? The answer is a bar graph or a bar chart. Question number 7. Who was the U.S. chemist who revolutionized southern agriculture by developing over 400 byproducts of sweet potatoes and peanuts, and who refused offers of work from Edison, Ford, and the USSR? The answer is George Washington Carver. Question number 8. Constructed on the foundations of an ancient Incan city, the city of Quito is the political capital of what South American country, whose largest city and chief port of trade is Guayaquil? The name of the country is Ecuador. Question number 9. What is the name of the American architect who designed over 1,000 structures over a 70-year period and whose use of brick and unvarnished wood became known as the Prairie style? His name was Frank Lloyd Wright. Question 10. This one's kinda easy. What is the name given to an aperture in the crust of a planet or satellite through which gases, solid fragments, and lava are discharged? The answer is a volcano. Question number 11. What is the name of the fictional character, a plantation and slave owner, and the principal villain in Harriet Beecher Stowe's anti-slavery novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin? So who was the main bad guy in Uncle Tom's Cabin? The answer is Simon Legree. Question number 12. What medical term describes a disease or a growth that presents no danger to life or well-being and is the opposite of malignant? The term we're looking for is benign. Question 13. Evidence indicates that this metallic element was used in antiquity and is still used today in paints, jewelry, and welding. What is the name of the most common metallic element in the Earth's crust? The answer is aluminum. Question number 14. Coming from the French language, what is the menu term that indicates that each course of a meal is priced separately? The answer is a la carte. Question 15. What athlete from Louisville, Kentucky, who passed away on June of 2016, has been on the cover of Sports Illustrated 40 times, topped only by Michael Jordan? The answer is Muhammad Ali. Question 16. He later became president, but on April 20th, 1789, what was the name of the man who took the oath of office as the first vice president of the United States? The answer is John Adams. Question 17. Though he most often composed for film, what was the name of the American composer that is best known for the ballets Rodeo and Appalachian Spring? The answer is Aaron Copland. Question 18. Many in the animal kingdom use it for survival. What is the biological term for behavior that is not learned but passed between generations by heredity? The word we're looking for is instinct. Question number 19. Normally, 1 cubic centimeter of blood contains 200,000 to 300,000 of what disc-shaped cellular elements that are essential for clotting? The answer is platelets. And question 20. Only counting group albums, not solo albums, which popular American boy band group had more Billboard #1 hits throughout their career, NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys? So if you have no idea, just pick one. NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys, 50-50. The answer is the Backstreet Boys. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching this episode of Road Trivia. This will give you a little taste of what the Autumn Trivia Challenge is going to be like. Some of the questions are pretty easy, some are a little more difficult. There'll be all sorts of them scattered throughout the next 30 days as we get into Halloween and the fall, the stuff coming up for like November holidays and hopefully Christmas trivia again. Hopefully you guys like it. Thank you again for watching. Here is question 21, the tiebreaker for today. What are the 2 live-action Walt Disney films that starred Lindsay Lohan that were remakes of earlier Walt Disney films? So Lindsay Lohan's in a couple of Walt Disney films. Which 2 starred her that were remakes of previous Walt Disney films? The 2 movies we're looking for are Freaky Friday and The Parent Trap. If you guessed Herbie Fully Loaded, you'd be close, but that's actually a sequel, not a remake, because there was no Fully Loaded before. So Herbie Fully Loaded doesn't count, although it is close, and it does star Lindsay Lohan. The 2 we're looking for that were straight up remakes, Freaky Friday and The Parent Trap. See you tomorrow for Autumn Trivia Challenge number 2.